Question number 5. First part he said cos inverse x dx. We can do it by cos inverse x into 1 and then apply u into v. But otherwise we can do it by put x is equal to cos theta. Dx is equal to minus sin theta d theta. So now question changes to if x is cos theta, so cos inverse of cos theta and dx is minus sin theta d theta. This will be your theta, minus sign will be here, this is theta, sin theta. And this is very first question, you can do it very easily, algebraic and trigonometric. So first function and second function, that is first function as it is, integral of second function minus cos theta minus derivative of first function with respect to theta and for minus cos theta and its complete integration again u into v by parts. So it is minus minus plus theta cos theta, this is plus and one minus sign, and for cos theta integral is sin theta plus c. Now substitute the value of theta, that is x is equal to cos theta. So this is x and theta is cos inverse x. Theta is cos inverse x, this is x, and sin theta, sine of cos inverse, or what you can do is see if cos theta is x, that means this is x and this will be 1, x upon 1 base upon hypotenuse. So here this will be 1 minus x square and its under root. So what will be your sin theta? P upon h, that is if cos theta is x, sin theta will be under root of 1 minus x square. By the triangle also or by formula also we know plus c is your result. Third part of the same question, tan inverse root x. Again you can apply u into v, that is into 1, or otherwise we can put root x is equal to tan theta. If root x is equal to tan theta, then 1 upon 2 root x dx is equal to secant square theta d theta, and dx is 2 root x secant square theta d theta. So the root x is tan theta. Root x we know from here, root x is tan theta. Now the whole question we can write in terms of theta, that is tan inverse root x is theta, dx is, this is dx, 2 tan theta secant square theta d theta. 2 tan theta secant square theta d theta, this is what is your dx, and tan inverse root x, from here tan inverse root x will be your theta. But you can see these are three functions, but we can write it as two functions also, and that will be very easy to solve if we write it in two function form. That is, this is one function and this is another function. Why this is one function? See, integration of tan theta into secant square theta. If we put tan theta is equal to t, we got secant square theta d theta is equal to dd. Means this will be your dd and this is t. What is the integration here is t square upon 2 and t is tan square theta upon 2. That means if function is there and its derivative is there, fx into f dash x into dx integration, then it is fx square upon 2, function square t square upon 2, function square upon 2 will be the integral that we know. So this is first function and this is second function. As we know it's direct integral, we know it's direct integral, that's why this is what is your second function. So now first function as it is, integral of this is tan square theta upon 2. If we put it t, this will be dt, and integration of t square upon 2, so it is tan square theta upon 2. Substitution method, this much I think you can do very easily. Minus first as it is, integral of second, minus first derivative, integral of second, and then its complete integration. Now how to integrate tan square theta? This is 2 and 2 cancelled out, theta into tan square theta, minus 2 and 2 cancelled out, integration of tan square theta we can write secant square theta minus 1, and we know it's direct integral. That is for secant square theta, tan theta, and minus minus plus, for 1 it is theta plus c, and substitute the value of theta from here, that is theta is tan inverse root x. So we got tan inverse root x, tan theta is root x, so it is tan theta square means x, tan theta is root x, and theta is tan inverse root x, plus c is your integral. Just write it down.